Tuning at home with Mr. Ryan. For today's video, I thought we'd look at doing this little cartoon tiger. So again, in all the videos that we've been doing, we look at how to do it step by step and break it down into smaller shapes, and hopefully you can follow along at home and create something similar and have a little play about with it and change it and do different animals. So again, for this, all you're going to need is a rubber, a pencil, and a black pen or a dark colored pencil crayon just for your final lines. So you don't need to go out and get anything major art wise. So all we're going to do first is we're going to draw a nice big circle. And again, don't worry if your circle isn't completely round, it doesn't matter because these are just our guidelines. So then I want you just to put a line straight down the middle, and then sort of over halfway down a line across. This is going to be our eye guideline, okay? Inside that, you're just going to do a circle, a fairly big circle. So this is going to be where his nose is, okay? Underneath, I'm just going to do a big stretched out U. So that's what we've got so far, okay? Now what we're going to do is we're just going to draw sort of a curvy line, comes out, and the same on this side, and you're just going to join that up, okay? Same on the other side. And again, really loose with your pencil, guys, on this. These are our little sort of guidelines. We're not going to keep these lines. We're going to change them as we go. And you're just going to curve that line right. So that's the sort of shape that we've got so far. Then what you can do is just underneath here, you're just going to come down. And same there. Just going to come down, and you're just going to do a nice sort of squarey, almost like a U shape. Okay. So again, that's the sort of, we've got that U shape there. Just going to give us the body, and then we're just going to come over with a nice curvy line, sort of like an upside down C, or an upside down U, should I say. And then you can just do a circle. Again, don't worry if your circle's not 100% round, it doesn't matter. And then just a curvy line, sort of bending inwards. Same on the other side. There's that curve. There's our circle. And there's that bendy line in. Okay, right, so guys, what we're going to go into now is we're just going to start looking at how we sort of start getting in some of the detail now. So where this line curves, we're going to use this as our guide now to put the eyes. We're going to give him nice big eyes, so we're going to come up, we're going to do that U shape that we give for our characters, and then it's going to bend in, and then the same on this side, that upside down U shape, curves out, and then it curves back in. Okay, now what you're going to do is we'll start with the nose. So we're going to do a nice curved line inside this circle from one side to the other, bending upwards, and then we're going to come down to the middle line, and we're going to bend it back up. Underneath this, just use that central line, come down, and we're going to make a big sort of stretched out W. We're going to go curve up, and then another little flick up. You can even square that off a bit, and you do the same on the other side. So curve, 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 and then back round. So this one's not going to be as long this side because he's sort of facing away from us a tiny bit. And then little V, you can turn that into a little V there. Okay, so now we're going to start putting in the mouth. So underneath this line here, just going to come down a bit with a U shape like that. and then just a little curve line that bends around, and we've done the mouth. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to look at doing some of the detail on the face, like the fur and stuff. So we're going to use this line, we're going to bend it. Now we're not going to keep it as that circle. We're going to come down with a point like that. Then you can come down again. So another one. And then you can do one more. And then bend that around. So we can make this shape a bit bigger. Same on this side. We're going to go 1, 2. That's going to go there. You can even put a few more on this side if you want to. Okay, so we've got that sort of shape now. You can get rid of some of these guidelines. We don't need those. And again, as you go in, you might look at it and think, oh, I'm not 100% happy with that, so I'm going to change that mouth, make it a bit bigger. There you go. So we'll go into how we draw the head now. So use this line, and rather than like using the whole thing as the circle, so we're not going to just keep it as a circle, we're going to sort of point it up as it starts to curve round. Okay, I'll do the same on this side. So we're sort of coming down, so like a little curvy line, leave a bit of space, bend it, and then bend it outwards. And then 1 little flick in the hair, 2, 3, and then back in. Okay. On the ears, you're just going to draw a big sort of C shape to begin with. Same on the other side. And again, we're not doing it right at the top. It's starting like where that line curves that we've done. And you're going to do the same on this side. Inside, you're just going to do a little C shape again, because we're going to change all this. Right, so now we can sort of point it out with a V, and bend it round. On the back of the ear, give it a little bit of fur effect with that V shape. You can come down, and a little curve again, a couple of them into there. Again, just change it as you go, guys. Just sort of have a look at it and think, well, is there anything I can change? I'm going to change that nose. I'll make that nose a bit sort of bigger. Again, it's all about just sort of putting it together as you go. No right or wrong. It's your picture. Just give it those little waves on the back. And maybe one in. Same again. Curve. There we go. So we've done that now. Now we're going to go into the body. A little flick there. One little sort of point. And then just bend that line round. And then you're just going to come back in. And then come like a V shape. And then come down, and then you're just going to come around. So we're following that line round. You can even come away from it if you want to. It's completely up to you. Come up with a curvy line. Bend it in like that, okay? And then little flick up. On this side, you're going to do a bendy, sort of stretched out backwards C shape. Little V, little point, and then down, and then there we go. That sort of shape there. And join it. and then come up. Then we're going to do the sort of chest bit. So to do that, where that little curve is, where it starts to curve round, you're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can see it's like bending into the body a little bit there. You can V that off there now. Join that up. Then on the back legs, you can give it a little point, and then down, and you can draw like 3 little circles. That's like his toes, and then using that circle that we made, just following it around, and then put a circle inside it, little couple of wavy lines, and then back in. Same on the other side, little V, down, there's our circle. 1, might run out of room. 2, 3, just add enough room, and bend it round, and again, little circle, point, point, round. And then his tail is nice and easy, guys. You're just gonna sort of near where these 2 points are, come above it a little bit, and then just come around with a curvy line. It comes up, bending round, U shape at the top, that upside down U, and then just following it, that line back round into the body. And there we go, guys. So now we can start putting in some of the detail on the tiger. So I'll use a pen for this, so we'll just nice big circle inside, and again, just as you go, you can add things, take things out, just see what works. Again, I'm just trying to keep the videos short for you guys, just so that you can follow it. And if you got stuck along the way, then don't worry, just pause it, rewind it. And you'd have you follow that round, that eye. Same on this side. And again, to sort of give it the tiger markings, you just have a little play about with it, just a few little scribbles. Make the eye a little bit bigger. So I won't pen in the whole thing just because of time and stuff. But yeah, hopefully you found that really helpful, guys. And as I said, just have a little play about with the shapes and stuff, just to see what you feel works for you. Again, if I show you sort of some of the pattern for the tiger, just put the toes in as well. Almost forgot. So if we're doing like a little pattern here, you just do a little point and then back in, so it's just that shape, you shade that in. Same again, you can do smaller ones, just have a little play about it. Hopefully you find that, as I said, really helpful. Again, just keep practicing your drawing, and just enjoy it, guys. Just have a little play about with it and see what works. And yeah, hopefully I'll in our next video we'll be doing something different again. And there we go. So I won't pen in the whole thing because we're about to run out of time. But as I said, hopefully you found it all helpful and took bits away that you could use. And I'll speak to you soon. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.